Hey, welcome back to Dogtography. Today I'm going to give you some of my insider tips and secret formula to how I create magic in my images. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Andrea Fleury and welcome to Dogtography. My channel is all about how to take better images of your dog and how to create some really super fun memories. I walk you through different tips and tutorials and techniques. I sometimes show you behind the scenes of my professional career as a dog photographer, all while just trying to have some fun and enjoy time with our dogs. The number one word that keeps coming up when I show images to my clients is, oh my gosh, that's so magical. How did you do that? It has this, they have this element to them. Now, I am definitely a big believer in magic. I definitely believe that I co-create what I'm creating for my clients. Not only am I taking my own abilities and creativity, but I'm taking the input of the client, I'm taking the vibe of the dog, and I do believe that there is magic from above that gets channeled into this whole thing, including Mother Nature. So that probably brings me to my first and biggest tip of how to make your images look magical is to use Mother Nature. So she delivers, man, all year round, and it's exciting to me. I can feel it inside me when I see the pretty sparkly light just after sunrise or before sunset is, to me, when the magic happens. So Mother Nature and sunlight is a big thing. So learning light and how to use light in your images to bring the magic is definitely the first thing that's on my mind. So when I'm sitting with a client and we're talking about where we're going to do the photos and what time, I'm looking up on my phone. Where's the sun going to be, and when is the sun going to set? Because that, to me, is the most magical time of day. I never take photos midday. So high noon when the sun is at the top of the sky and it's blasting down and causing all these horrible shadows and stuff. That to me is not really magical looking light. Some people really love it. And if that's your thing and that's magic to you, then you work that. You go with it. You just do your thing. But to me, I love backlit images where there's bokeh and sparkly bits in the background. And the dog has what's called rim light, which is that glow, that angelic glow behind them. That to me is magic from Mother Nature just coming into my lens. It's pouring into my lens. I love that. So that's my number one tip to bring the magic is to use Mother Nature and light. Tip number two is to use color. So in my imagery, the style of imagery that I like to create, I love to bring in somewhere, somehow, bold, vivid color. I don't love muted tones, people that edit photos to make their greens look like washed out green. Nah, I like the colors that Mother Nature gives us. But I try to weave it in somehow. So I'm either using the sky, which delivers all kinds of colors, depending on the time of year as well, there's all kinds of colors going on in the sky. Whether they're in the winter, you get dark, moody blue and gray and clouds that really give it that vibe. I have an award-winning photo of Asher standing on a log and it's got the moodiest sky in the background. That isn't even the gold sparkly light I was just telling you about, and I freaking love it. Nature brought the drama and I was there for it, and I'm so happy that we got that. I love sunsets and sunrises. So the colors in the sky that happen during those phases of the sun. So before the sun comes over the horizon is when you generally get the pinks and purples, and the colder the weather, the more vivid the color. And then after the sun comes above the horizon is when you get the oranges and the yellows. And definitely I like to know where to position myself to get the most color out of the sky. I think that's amazing. There's also blue hour. So blue hour is what happens when the sun goes under or below the horizon, which is this pinks and purples I was just telling you about. So blue hour happens in the evening. I guess it also happens in the morning. I don't know what we call the morning colors and the morning phases. I guess it's still golden hour and blue hour. So it's happening at opposite ends of the day. So those are definitely the magic there. But you can also bring color in through flowers and plants and, you know, the nature around you. So you'll often find me throughout the year, I'm either in sunflowers, lavender, cherry blossoms, tulips, anything that has like bright, vivid color. I really love, you know, bringing it in that way as well. My third tip for how to bring the magic to your photos is by using storytelling. That's right. Okay, so I've used this word now over and over and over and over and over and over, but I'm gonna do it again. Intentional imagery, creating stories with your photos, using like thought and intention that goes into creating a scene. So that makes it different than these like random snapshots of like, oh, look at my dog, he's so cute, blah, 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 and I've just taken like a million photos. What I advocate, what I'm really trying to like, the message I'm like pumping out there to everybody, if you want to up-level your photography, if you want to bring the magic to a picture that stops the scroll, make it intentional. Create a scene. Think about the story that's being told. And that can happen through many different ways. So I have an episode all about storytelling within your photography, but you can use things like the environment, how your dog is interacting with the scene around it. Is it an action shot or a portrait? Are they looking at something? Is there something they're curious about? Are they playing with something? Like, what's the story? That brings the magic to your photos in a way that light and color and everything can't do, because you could have a black and white photo super rich in storytelling that has that same like effect on the person that's looking at it, that I think is what we're all trying to create. We're trying to create those images that really stand out and pop, which is what, again, is what a magical image looks like. So there you go. There are my 3 tips. So I want you to use your location and your environment and the light that is within it. I want you to use color, and I want you to think about storytelling. Those are my 3 top tips for how to bring the magic to your imagery. Now, go out, make some memories with your dog, and go follow us on social media so that you can see more of these tips and tricks. Go to @Dogtography Education on Instagram and Facebook, and then come share your images in our new Facebook community called Dogtography Education Community. Put your photos in there because you're surrounded by a lot of like-minded people such as yourself that love taking pictures of your dogs. And I will see you in that group because I'm in there every day. All right, go do it. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.